1975, they held the set over 50,000 Vietnamese, South Vietnamese escaped from the communists. So last night there was a huge celebration at Fort Chaffee. But today we gather here to pay tribute to people who have sacrificed everything. American, Arkansas, and South Vietnamese who have defended our freedoms. And so today we gather here to be the times that Honorable Dennis Milligan, auditor of the Great State of Arkansas, allow us to have this celebration today. Here's the Honorable Dennis Milligan.
Thank you, Dr. Okay. Well, if you would all rise, we're going to introduce our great color guard, and we welcome them. Color guard. Would you please join with me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America,
to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Two. One. Ladies and gentlemen, let me begin by welcoming you all to the state capitol. It's my home is for right now. It's an honor to stand before you and speak about an important moment in Arkansas history. The moment we stepped up and provided a gateway to freedom for more than 50,000 Vietnamese, Cambodian, and other refugees, not because it was easy, but because it was the right thing to do. I'm speaking, of course, about the summer of 1975 when the U.S. withdrew from Vietnam, leaving Vietnam and every single Vietnamese person who had assisted our military was open to retaliation. Every single individual who opened their homes to our soldiers, who offered food, intelligence, or even simply compassion was put at risk. And though we were no longer in Vietnam, our duties as global keepers of the peace were no less important than they were during the war. So we began Operation Nguoi and endeavored to offer asylum to Vietnamese and other refugees at Fort Chaffee. As we did this, let me make it clear, today isn't about our part in Operation Nguoi. Today we look outwards and commemorate an almost unimaginable sacrifice, the sacrifice of Vietnam refugees, men, women, children, who risked their livelihoods to support American troops during the Vietnam War. They did this bravely and did what was dangerous and difficult, yet righteous and respectable. They left everything behind to seek safety, peace, and democracy. Some of you here today may have had family members who fought alongside our troops for their independence. These brave people fled their homes and everything they knew for the hope of living alongside us in our beautiful country, free from retaliation and communist rule. We celebrate their life and reflect on their troubles, because I would bet that most, if not all of us natural-born Americans, we would never have to make such a sacrifice. Even envisioning such a daring courage is difficult. So today, as we commemorate the 50th anniversary of the Gateway to Freedom and Operation Nguoi Chaffee, we remember. In a little while, we'll go out to the Vietnam Memorial, and we will be able to acknowledge the importance of the Vietnamese people and to our mission during the Vietnam War when we were fighting against communism. I said at the beginning, it's an honor to stand before you and speak about these courageous men and women. They impacted our country and our state so very much, and even today, as we celebrate the commemoration of Fort Chaffee is one of 4 nationwide relocation centers welcoming 50,000 new people to their new home in the natural state. Thank you all for coming. I'm glad you traveled to our state's capital to mark this. Welcome. If there's anything I can ever do to assist any of you, please do not hesitate to ask, because that's what I'm here to do, and that's to serve you. Now I'd just like to take the opportunity to talk about a gentleman that has contributed so very much. He's very humble, doesn't want me saying, but I got the mic right now, I can do it. So, but I'm going to introduce you, Dr. Tham, and he's going to be your master of ceremonies. He's a South Vietnamese vet. He's a retired professor from UAMS. And maybe the best part that I liked is we visited this morning, and no pun intended, and but he's a big Razorback fan, Dad. So please welcome Dr. Lee. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Milligan. When we were here in the first 20 years or so, our children, the young Vietnamese American students, excelled in school and earned a reputation about being good in mathematics. But we never dreamed that soon we will have a sport start, and of all sports is American football. And so we work, I'm a big Razorback fan, and of course, I used to be going to school in Texas, but when I moved to Arkansas, I learned to hate Texas. So that's a normal thing. But anyway, but then we saw a star linebacker with the Texas A&M, and he plays so well in every game. Coach Robinson of the USC used to come down on TV. They say, look at that black wing, he ran like a maniac. So we have the first all-American football player, he was American, and then of course we got the first NFL star, Mr. Wreath. And even though we don't like Texas, we do like the Dallas Cowboys. And the Dallas Cowboys is the only, NFL football team that we support until this day. It used to be St. Louis Cardinals too, it's no longer that. I have the honor to introduce to you our honored guest, Mr. Nguoi.
Good morning. Well, it's truly an honor to be here. I always think about my life and the stories that I can share with you. I think for me, just going back to last night, celebration of the 50th year of Fort Chaffee, where I was born. I don't remember much. I tell a lot of people yesterday, it still looks the same to me. 50 years ago, because I didn't know anything. But what I wanted to share with you tonight, or today, is really how fortunate, how grateful I am to be in the position I was. In order to do that, there are so many people, families, that sacrifice in the U.S. troops that gave us an opportunity to come over to Vietnam and to have a chance for life. And for me to say here, I owe everything that I accomplished or have success or experience to the U.S. troops, because they are the reason why I'm standing here. And I'm one of the evidence or example of what they sacrificed, or the family has sacrificed for me to be here. So that being said, I was one of the refugee camp. Obviously, you come from Vietnam to America, you never think about playing the game of sport. You always dream about maybe one day playing the game of sport. But I come to America and I get to play the American sport. And then I get to play for the Americans team. And then the owner's from Arkansas. So I guess I touched all the places, all the points here. Standing here today in the state capital of Arkansas, Mr. Jones being our representative for the Dallas Cowboys, and for being a kid loving the game of football, playing for a team like the Dallas Cowboys. So I'm just so grateful. My family's grateful. I think every day I wake up, I always ask God. I told the story a little bit last night. It's why me? Why did He choose me when there's hundreds of thousands of Vietnamese kids that could play the game of sport or experience what I had to experience? So I know it's not about me, it's all about His purpose. So my purpose now is just to share and allow kids to dream, because at one time I did dream and I fulfilled a dream, and now I'm just giving kids opportunities in life. And also, as I stand here, I just want to share a quick story. I know there's a lot of people who want to thank, but a quick story about when I get the first phone call from Jerry Jones. So I was going into the draft. I played my career at Texas A&M, and started learning more about the business of the football. Is that you are an investment. They draft you because of your size and height and speed. And I didn't have any of that stuff. I was a small linebacker. The position I played, I was 5'11", 230 pounds. That position, ideal position, is typically 6'4" and 250 pounds. So I was about two inches shorter, 3 inches shorter, and a 30 pound lighter. So going through the process of getting drafted, I thought, well, I get drafted with a chance. So I started dreaming about it. So we went through the process, and I remember that day of the draft. And usually now the draft is like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's a long process. And then there's only a 2-day process. Saturday morning you wake up, 10 o'clock, the first pick starts, and it goes all the way to 8 o'clock. And the last pick of the third quarter. And then the fourth quarter on Sunday, and they picked it up, and everything's done on Sunday. So it's 2 days, but back then, so I woke up that morning thinking, I might get drafted the first day, maybe, but most likely the second day. And so I got up, said, I'm gonna go start playing golf. I know golf's about 4 or 5 hours long, it'll burn some time. So instead of playing golf, I saw a friend of mine. He's like, okay, come on, my friend's getting needed some help moving in, and we can have a birthday party. My niece is having, my nephew's having a birthday party. So I said, I'm going to home, and then I said, oh, and then we started having a birthday party, and then we started watching the game. And I watched the draft, and the draft went on all the way till from 10 in the morning to 4 or 5 in the afternoon. And I was like, oh, I'm really not going to get drafted. And I decided to go to my mom's house. She had some family members over, so we were watching the draft as well. And it was soon at 8:30 that evening, I get a phone call from Jerry Jones. I can't even attend Mr. Jones, but it says, how does it feel to be a Cowboy? And I can tell you, my heart stopped. And the moment I could remember when it started, from Fort Chaffee all the way to that day, is that I am so grateful, so thankful for the opportunity. And it goes back to what I said earlier. You come to America, you play the American sport, and now you play for the America's team. So I'm very grateful, I'm thankful, and thank you for you all here being here today. Anybody with the military, with the family members that sacrifice, I would say thank you for your sacrifice that you can make for our country. And, I'm the example of one of those reasons why you guys sacrifice and people sacrifice for us to have a chance of opportunity in life. Thank you, may God bless you.
Thank you, Mr. Dodd. After a talk like that, we salute and sing America the Beautiful together. Anybody who's yes? Yes. Can you lead us in singing America the Beautiful?
We all stand up.
No, you don't have to stand. We can start singing. Yeah, we'll sing with you. Yeah, you start. Okay.
Thank you so much for having me here. It is indeed an honor. Can you hear me okay? 50 years ago, I was at Fort Chaffee with my family. We were airlifted from Saigon in a C-130 a cargo plane. I lost my shoes and my eyeglasses during the exodus. Well, that's what's expected for an evacuation, not exactly preparation for a vacation. At Fort Chaffee, I walked every day blocks of barracks to volunteer at the Red Cross Infirmary. My father had a few dollars with him, so he gave me $5 to buy a new pair of shoes. It's a huge investment for us at that time. I bought a pair of shoes made out of pink fabric. What a great thing to have a brand new pink pair of shoes in America. Much later, I found out that I had bought a pair of children's shoes for myself, and I was almost 17 years old, but those days I weighed less than 75 pounds. The eyesight problem was even worse, considering how I managed to find the right toilet or the bathing area in Guam, but to tell which barracks for Chaffee to enter. The next thing I knew was that I was on a bus leaving the camp. After the eye examination, when I finally got a pair of new glasses properly fitted, boy, the world looked as pink as my new shoes. That was the first time I saw America the Beautiful, downtown Fort Smith, or maybe downtown Little Rock. I wouldn't have known the difference. We were indeed the lucky ones to be in Fort Chaffee in 1975. Of course, course, there was mourning for losses and for those left behind. My maternal grandmother stayed in Saigon. She died only a few years later out of lack of medicine and food during the harshest days of communist Vietnam. I didn't keep my promise made to her to take care of her in her old age, an emotional wound that never heals. For this occasion, I must thank the United States, Arkansas, and Fort Chaffee. You have brought about a new life and hope in this great country. By the way, we were 3 times refugees, my family. America rescued us 3 times. First, from the persecution of landlords in 1954, then from genocide during the Tet Offensive of 1968, and finally from gulags and the treacherous new economic zones after the fall of Vietnam. After 50 years, our refugee experience might become voices forgotten. Thanks to Fort Chaffee, the historical district, we now have our chance to speak again. I must also thank all of those who died or risked their lives in order for us to live. They gave us the best of choice, our freedom. So before I end my talk, I must share with you what I have done with my life, with freedom. I owe it all to them, those soldiers and civilians, South Vietnamese and Americans, who sacrificed in saving and serving our cause in Vietnam. My first job was with the public relations firm founded by Jack and I, the special assistant to President Johnson. I then combined law school with my next job for the Houston School District. My mother underwent 2 years of chemotherapy. During that time, she recovered, so I moved on to practice law with 4 national and international law firms and 1 multinational corporation. I also did pro bono representation for Vietnamese refugees in the camps in Southeast Asia. I worked for the federal government 3 times, but I withdrew from the White House fellowship in order to stay in Houston, and because of that, I had a chance to be appointed. And then I found out later that I was the first Vietnamese American to hold a judgeship in Texas. So thank you, the state of Texas. I also managed to write 3 novels featuring Vietnamese refugees. All of my characters were Vietnamese refugees like us. I retired from Homeland Security, and guess what? The retirement plan is to publish my bilingual poetry. Thank you, all of those who have helped me with the publication of my poetry. Some of them are actually here today with us. One of my poems is named Journey on Bare Feet. You know why? Now I'm no longer on bare feet, but I still own a few pink shoes. Thank you, America. Thank you, Arkansas. And thank you, Fort Chaffee, for having given us our quote, best shoes, and best eyeglasses. I mean, symbolically. You gave us our new home, our standing, our vision. You gave us our place after that one-way trip. 50 years ago. Never, never, never forget. You made it all happen for us. The trip, the journey from Vietnam to Arkansas. Thank you so much from the depths of my heart.
It was my fault. I forgot to introduce the Honorable Wendy June. She's a judge and a refugee at Fort Chaffee 50 years ago as a high school senior from South Vietnam. Now together, let's sing a couple of songs before we go out and lay the wreath at the Vietnam War Memorial. Anybody have a singing voice can help in that? We sing America the Beautiful, just version twice. So please, let's start. Oh, beautiful songs.
And trials on hills with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Once again. Oh, beautiful false skies.
Remember waves of grain, for purple light and ashes streaks of beautiful days.
The next song we'll sing together before we go out to the Vietnam War Memorial is a song that all the South Vietnamese know by heart. And please sing together with me, you South Vietnamese free people. Vietnam, Vietnam.
Là hai câu nói trên vành môi Việt Nam nước tôi, Việt Nam tên gọi là tôi, Việt Nam hai câu nói Việt Nam đây biển sinh tươi, Việt Nam đem vào sông núi, từ gió bình đã Việt Nam không đòi sương máu, Việt Nam kêu gọi thương nhau, Việt Nam đi xây đắp yên vui dày bầu. Việt Nam trên đường tương lai, lửa tia soi toàn thế giới, Việt Nam ta nguyện tranh đấu cho đời. Tình yêu là khi rơi, nguồn đẹp về nguồn ngôi, Việt Nam đây tiếng nói đi xây tình người. Việt Nam, Việt Nam, Việt Nam quê hương đất nước sang. Việt Nam, Việt Nam, Việt Nam.
Thank you, everyone. And We are about to move to the Vietnam War Memorial in front of the State House.
Look, I think maybe the easiest thing, now the elevators are here, the stairs to your left, to my right, that might be easier to go down, otherwise we wait on elevators. So that might be the quickest way to exit. And again, if you need an elevator, feel free to go downstairs, okay? We're going to the memorial, which is right out front here in town. Thank you.
Hello. What is your uniform? My name is Rachel. Rachel? Yeah. I'm licensed by the uniform.
Cover over.
My dad is my
Ồ, thời người đó là bạn con của ra rất là vui. Hey boys. Rachel. Paul Garris. He's on Viet Nam.
Ở Đà Lạt Cowboy là thật.
Bây giờ mới gặp hôm qua sao chị không thấy?
Nó thắng giải.
Nhưng mà hôm qua khi mình lên từ đâu đâu thấy đâu.
Chị biết kịch chưa biết kịch.
Yeah, hai lần thì mình quay lại nữa.
He's going.
Mọi người chung đi rồi. Có hôm mình ăn mọi người không kêu. Dạ anh đi chụp hình trắng.
Thank you. Thank you.
Này bằng áo dài chỉ say con.
Everybody pay attention, silence. No picture yet. Okay. It's summer and it's hot, so we have to do this thing quick. So we have two honored guests here, just Wendy Dung and Mr. Dat Nguyen. And just Wendy Dung and Mr. Dat Nguyen are going to place the wreath here, and we will take a moment of silence. And after that, the ceremony is over. If the media want to have a press conference with the honored guests, we'll go back into the Capitol. But if not, then everybody can go home. So, Mr. Dat Nguyen? That, yeah, please. And yeah, we have the wreath over here, yeah. And
We both carry it, right?
yeah, we have a wreath.
Mình cũng nhung nhung.
Okay, please.
That and when they stand there, let's take a picture there.
All right, right here, guys. Right here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Stay right there. Stay right there. All right, right here. Right here.
One more.
Get those.
Got it.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, everybody.
We good?
At my command, we will have one moment of silence to think about all these Arkansans who have given it all in Vietnam to safeguard our freedom. We also keep in mind the South Vietnamese soldiers have sacrificed for us also. Moment of silence begin.
That's what it is.
Thank you. Our ceremony is over.
I'm so glad I got a chance to meet you. What a great family of guys. So proud of you.
Chị vô thành đông ở đây.
So since everybody here, can we all take pictures together?
Yes, yes.
Maybe we everybody come and take pictures.
Well, yeah.
Everybody, including.
Philip like to have a picture with me and Wendy because we've been helping her with her book.
Can we all get together to take all pictures together? Everybody.
No, the Vietnamese are everybody. Everybody.
Can we have everybody go up here and take pictures together?
Yeah, we inviting everybody come together to take a picture. Microphone ở đây nè. Yeah. They coming, everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah, no more chance. Okay, this is the last chance. Yeah, it's the last. This is the last chance.
Everyone.
I got you about 4.
Thank you.
All right, guys, thank you. We're gonna do a group photo.
That's
Yellow.
Who's in the front? Kneel down. I said just a short time.
Ai chụp cái ông mà bỏ lên á. Rồi đó. Cảm ơn hậu vệ nha. Cảm ơn hậu vệ.
Guys.
Người nào cao chúng ta. Oh, you.
Paul, where are you?
Nào cao. Anh Bình đi vô đi. Có người chụp rồi.
All right, guys. If you cannot see me, I cannot see you. Okay, so just pick a spot. Right here. 1, 2, 3. Again.
You know, we used to take team pictures all the time.
I don't see.
Thank you. You got it.
Can we have all the Vietnamese Americans?
Ready? You guys ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
One more.
One more.
I
Yeah.
can't wait.
Somebody take a picture for us.
Không hai ba nha.
Squeeze closer.
Chứ hai không.
Okay. Ready?
Gửi tim đi, gửi tim. Bắt tim, bắt tim, bắt tim, bắt tim.
Bắt thêm sao đây?
1, 2, 3. Take picture for chú chụp một tí cho đây.
Thôi cho chú vô luôn đi chú ơi chú.
Hả?
Chú ơi chú bỏ này ra chú đi vô đi.
Ai chụp? Rachel chụp hả?
Anh đi vô đi, anh nói gì?
Cái điện thoại kỹ năng rồi.
I did a lot. Chụp anh Liêm ơi, chụp á.
Lại đi. Em.
Ok, xong chưa chớp? Chưa.
Anh cho lấy tập giấy.
Rồi anh Bùi Hữu Liêm giao cái điện thoại lại vô luôn.
Thank you.
Anh giao cho chị đi.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Rồi, ok.
All right, everybody, right here, right here, right here.
Hold on. I need to get Dad.
Anh quay áo về kìa ghét lắm đẹp. Hey, do I use the car or no?
I gave it to him. I'll sit it. When we sit down,
Đây Đạt ơi. Đạt.
Why? John, Paul. Paul. Get your friend.
you want Dad by you?
Right, 1 minute.
Just a second.
She lost her husband last year to Agent Picture.
Can you take us picture, please?
Yes.
Stand my toes. I just grew 2 inches.
Công dân ơi, ô hiến thành dưới, cơn công dân ơi, ôi lòng cho thơm, đời con, từ đây sẽ và
Ready, over here.
xứng danh nhìn qua dòng sông.
All right, right here, guys, right here. 1, 2, 3. Got it. Good.
Thank you.
I hope it worked out good. Yeah.
Ông người Mỹ. Không như chị Wendy là chị nói nếu mà theo cái lý đó nó đúng, là cái lý.
Làm gì nữa?
Chụp lấy cái Capitol, lấy Capitol. Chị đứng xa ra một chút xíu, bỏ cái đèn này đi, ngay đây nè, đi ra đây nè.
Cái đèn xấu quá.
Đi ra bên đây. Chị qua đi đứng chính giữa đi Trang.
Không, đúng rồi.
Chị đứng chính giữa. Còn một người nào áo vàng nữa không? Xích qua bên đây đi, thấy cái đèn áo đỏ áo gì đó. Xích qua bên đây. Dạ thấy. Thấy, xích qua bên đây đi.
You're speaking very well.
Wow. Đây có cái background này nổi quá đó. Đẹp hơn.
Đâu cái máy của cô.
Quyền Linh đang cầm kìa.
Không.
Chưa khoan cho nó chịu gửi này.
Chị Mai cầm giùm.
Ngũ Long công chúa nha.
Sao máy này nó nổi vậy?
Ngũ Long công chúa của Việt Nam Cộng Hòa.
Có chụp rồi 3-4 cái rồi.
Cái này của nổi hả?
Sao đi rồi
Ai kêu không chịu. Sao nó
Ngũ Long công chúa là đây nè.
Chưa? Rồi, biết ở chơi tới riêng cái này. Chụp ngang hả?
Ok, chụp mặt cái nữa đi, chụp mặt rồi quay được.
Không, nó màu vàng.
Chụp ngang hả?
Dạ, sao
Chụp ngang đi.
Mấy cái người kia đứng tên Nguyễn Ngọc Tiên thì anh xích ra ngoài kia chút xíu giùm được.
mấy ông đó đi ra.
Ra qua bên này chút. Chụp ngang á tên đó. Ngoài mấy qua này. Mấy con tập ấy. Qua coi hả? Ông trước tôi.
Cô hai bây giờ không có vô.
Right here, 1, 2, 3. Again. Yes, sir.
used to take team pictures all the time.
Thank you. We got it.
Ready? You guys ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3. One more. Yeah. Somebody take a picture first. Squeeze closer. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Alright, hold, take picture first. Chú chụp từ trái tay.
Thôi cho chú vô luôn đi chú ơi chú.
Hả?
Chú bỏ này ra chú đi vô đi chú.
Rồi chụp. Rachel chụp hả?
Anh đi vô đi anh nói nhiều.
Ủa cái điện thoại chỉ đâu rồi?
Chụp anh Liêm ơi, chụp á.
Chụp lại đi. Liêm.
Ok, xong chưa chụp?
Chưa. Nghe rồi Liêm.
Anh cho lấy tấm giấy.
Rồi anh Bùi Hiếu Liêm giao cái điện thoại lại vô luôn.
Thank you.
Anh giao cho chị đi.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Rồi, thank you. Rồi, ok.
All right, everybody right here, right here, right here. I need to get Dad.
Wait, I'll get him. Go get him that.
Hey, Dwight, is it far enough?
I gave it to When we sit down,
Đây, Đạt ơi. Đạt.
Dwight. John, Paul.
Richard.
Get your friend.
you want Dad by you?
Right, 1 minute.
Wait just a second.
She lost her husband last year to Agent One. Picture.
Hi, can you take us picture, please?
Yes.
Công dân ơi, hồi hiến thành dưới. Công dân ơi, tôi làm cho thơm. Đời
Ready? Over here. 1, 2, 3.
All right, right here, guys, right here. 1, 2, 3. Got it. Good.
We're done.
I hope it worked. Yeah. Chụp lấy cái Capitol. Lấy Capitol. Chị đứng xa ra một chút xíu, bỏ cái đèn này đi. Ngay đây nè. Đi ra đây nè.
Cái đèn xấu quá.
Đi ra bên đây nhìn coi phim bộ. Chị qua đi đứng chính giữa đi Trang.
Đúng rồi.
Chị đứng chính giữa. Còn một người đã áo vàng nữa không? Xích qua bên đây đi, thấy cái đèn áo đỏ áo gì đó. Xích qua bên đây. Xích qua bên đây. Dạ thấy. Xích qua bên đây đi.
Your speech very well.
Wow. Này có cái background này nổi quá đó. Đẹp hơn.
Cái máy cô
Rồi.
cô.
Wow, Quỳnh em đang cầm kìa.
Rồi.
Chưa khoan cho nó chụp lại.
Chị Mai cầm giùm.
Bụi lòng công chúa nha.
Sao máy này nó nổi vậy? Ngũ Long Công Chúa của Việt Nam Cộng Hòa.
Thôi có chụp rồi 3-4 cái rồi.
Cái này của nữ hả? Sao có ai kêu hơn gì? Ngũ Long Công